Pizza parlor, the pizza place, the chicken wings, the pizza. Let's just move that to the side. No longer think about that as of right now, as of today. No longer focus on that pizza place. That pizza place is an illusion at this present time. There's nothing to collaborate with the pizza place. There's nothing to collaborate that is evidence to support the pizza place. There's nothing to collaborate that they actually went to the pizza place. There's nothing to collaborate that the wings and pizza actually belongs to Tyrone, a.k.a. Joe, or Kiara, a.k.a. Lulu, or anybody else allegedly involved in this situation. How that pizza and chicken wings came in place is because when the Davis side of the family went down there to Archer Road, the pizza and wings was already on the ground. Already on the ground. Already on the ground. The reason why people are so focused on the pizza and chicken wings because when the Davis side of the family did go up there, then was the two key items that they had picked up off the ground or they had seen in the road or the witnesses had seen in the road. But nobody to this day can physically say that they seen that pizza and them chicken wings come out that car. Nobody. Not one soul. Not one soul can say that they actually seen camera footage inside the pizza parlor of Tyrone David Jr. or Lulu, a.k.a. Kiara, inside the pizza parlor. Nobody can say that. Not even the police can say that they seen this. As of right now, there's nobody to collaborate with that story of the pizza parlor. And I know the world has been tuned in on the pizza parlor, but at the same time, the pizza parlor and that stop is throwing people off. It's throwing people off. And people so focused on that timestamp of that box and that pizza and it being scattered over the road and the wings being so put together inside the chicken wing box. Okay. Now, I had asked everybody to go watch the video footage of Lulu having the conversation with Tyrone's sister. I also asked you to go back and look at the medical examiner report when it's the layout of Tyrone David Jr. body.
Work. And as I'm on that break, I am reviewing. So let me back up. In case you're new here, we have been navigating the process of getting all of the evidence and the information that was collected in the Tyrone Davis Jr. case. You see the hashtag justice for Dro, powder blue don't move, those particular things. When I first ended the chat, I've been very clear about how we go through this process to get information and get a clear picture about what happened and what took place. And so I was actually putting up the records request, showing people how to actually navigate and create a records request that was viable to get all the information that you needed. And what we realized is once I was doing that, is people were taking my records requests, copying and pasting them, sending those requests to the same entities that we were sending them to, getting the information, and then dropping information without a knowledge base in order to wreak havoc and sow dissension. And so this is a very methodical, good afternoon. This is a very methodical process because what you're doing is getting all the puzzle pieces together, gathering the information, going through it, reviewing, seeing what was missed, what happened, what transpired, what took place. There are certain roles that the private investigator takes where he goes and takes some of this information to gather additional information so that we can get the actual whole picture and actually put the puzzle pieces together to get an understanding, hello there, of what happened and took place. So I have been on the medical examiner for quite some time stating how could they rule this an accident. And what is very clear, that's not what the medical examiner did. What the medical examiner did was do their examination of the body. They actually kept asking questions because their examination of the body does not fit what GPD kept saying. And so we have now email communications. We have a return of investigation form. So we have all of these things. And so I want to read you some of the highlights out of some of these documents. I'm not going to read it all because with the research team, these things are going to go to them to break them down in very minuscule details or minute or fine or small details that anyone can understand. Good afternoon. But I just wanted to share with you some of the things that really, really stand out. And I assure you, the more information that we gather, the more that not only did GPD bungle this, but they did it on purpose. Hey there, they did it on purpose. And I want to state that over and over and over again. So one, this is the email communication that was sent on January the 2nd at 8:54 a.m. And this is from one of the detectives on the case, a sergeant. He says, Lauren, Detective Doe's interviewed the driver of the vehicle, which Mr. Davis was said to have jumped out of. She remained consistent in that she did not push him, open the door, or have anything to do with him getting out of the vehicle. Now, mind you, when we met with GPD, they said her entire story was consistent. And we're like, how in the hell is her story consistent when her story changed twice at the scene? So their position is that she's consistent because she consistently stated that she didn't push him out of the vehicle or open the door or anything. She did confirm that they were arguing prior to the incident. She also said that Mr. Davis had an alcoholic drink much earlier in the day. And so we are aware from the toxicology report that the amount of alcohol in his system was so small that it probably was not even that day. It had to be the day before. The legal limit for alcohol is like 0.08. He was significantly lower than even that. So well under the legal limit. And if you know anything about how ethanol, which is the part that tests positive for alcohol in your system, filtering out of your system to have that small amount, it is a good chance that he actually didn't have a drink that day, the day before. So just another lie, a small lie, but nonetheless a lie. We seized her car so that we can attempt to download the vehicle information in hopes of answering questions of speed, acceleration, door opening, etc. to assist in showing this is likely an accidental death. So let's be clear. They got the car, but they didn't pull the EDR of the black box, which we keep stating, which would have given answers to these questions, which is acceleration, which is braking, which is door opening. And instead of pulling the thing that he stated that they were going to get out of her car. Now, mind you, he was found December the 27th. This is already January the 2nd. This is already 6 days later that now you're going to decide that you're doing this particular thing. Make it make sense. And I'm stating this to you because so much has been said and so much has been spewed that is just absolutely incorrect. And it's so frustrating. I want to go to another one. January the 2nd for this one at 9:06 a.m. And then the person from the medical examiner's office said, I just tried calling and leaving a message. The doctor wanted to know if you interviewed anyone at the hospital because his injuries are not consistent with the story provided. This is the email from the medical examiner's office asking GPD if they interviewed anyone at the hospital because his injuries are not consistent with the story provided. The response is when they said that he interviewed the driver. So that's how we got that. Like, this is literally in writing. There's another email on January the 15th of 2026 and at 9:01. This one states, there is no video of David. Oh, she asked, was there a video? So the first email came January 14th at 3:40. Is there video footage of the incident involving decedent Tyrone Davis? If so, can I get a copy, please? The response is January the 15th at 9:01. There is no video of Davis exiting the vehicle. I have video of him approximately 5 minutes prior to the incident where he's picking up a pizza. He appears to be walking normally in this video. There's also video of the vehicle doing a U-turn, and it looks like a passenger door is opening up at the completion of the U-turn, but the vehicle drives out of view before he is seen getting out. What would you like the video of Davis? Would you like the video of Davis prior to the incident? Now, mind you, there is multiple emails from the medical examiner because they're questioning what happened. So they want to see what happened with him exiting this vehicle because the injuries don't match up. The injuries don't align. I need to understand. Another thing, we keep talking about, oh, ketamine was in his system, and that might have been having him hallucinating. No, when you look at the actual toxicology report.
That boy out by the guardrail. But for them to be going the speed they was going, they had to do that U-turn at Wawa. They gave that much speed to be able to kill him when he hit that guardrail. But he got up. And he was like going to get help, like trying to get back in that car.
Yeah.
He was hollering. I heard somebody hollering, but I'm like, man, there's people out here hollering all the time.
Right.
You know, I'm not paying attention, and I see the ambulance. Where the ambulance stopped is not where they pushed that boy out at.
Right.
He got pushed out of that guardrail. Yeah, he was trying to get like out the way because there's a lot of traffic.
Right.
But for his the speed that they was going, they had to do that U-turn at Wawa, and they didn't stop because from that light going and where they pushed him out, that car couldn't have been going that fast.
Making that U-turn and
That's
when everything happened.
Something was said.
Right.
Because you can't take a U-turn up here, so they had to go all the way to Wawa and make the U-turn because you can't do a U-turn up here by the interstate. So
you go like you're going to 75 and loop back.
Yeah, no, you can't. There's a no U-turn.
Right.
Yeah, there's a no U-turn. So they had to go to Wawa.
Okay.
So in the midst of them going from the right, so they had to go to Wawa. Something happened. But I think it was planned. I really do.